Don't be mad.
I'm not that
Don't
mad.
be mad. We're skipping that. I've watched that opening thing for upwards to like 15 minutes. It's just credits. It's just credits the whole time.
Yeah.
We're gonna... Oh.
I mean, we have to new
I
game.
wonder how many games you have on here. I want to look. Alright. Good story. Here we go.
Yeah, let me tell you a story about how much I loved this game as a child.
Make sure you played it every day.
Yeah, I hated this game.
Anyway, welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII with James and Bill.
This
This is going to be the greatest experience in life.
is going to be a massive undertaking and a test of our mental fortitude and our friendship.
Right. After butchering our friendship over Chippendale Rescue Rangers, we sought out a therapist who recommended that we find a way to rekindle our bond and suggested this great game called Final Fantasy VII. Widely regarded as the greatest RPG ever made to every 13-year-old on the internet.
Oh, man.
It really brings you through hoops and twists, and
The story is just so layered with
it really is.
with things. It's just like, I can't even begin to explain. Like,
Listen, man.
look at her hair.
Listen, man. This is a game for young teenagers. If you were like 12 like me and this was like the second RPG you ever played, this was the greatest shit.
Okay, listen, bro. You are only a year younger than, or older than me, rather.
Yeah. So I'm sorry you did. I'm saying I played it when I was 12. When did you play this game?
When I was like 12 or 13.
No, you didn't. I'm calling a lie. I don't know.
What? Why? Why would I lie? Also, wait a minute.
You're a goddamn liar.
This game came out when we were like 8 or 9, I think.
Then it must have been earlier than that. I don't know.
I-
It was 97. Hey, look at that. It tells you.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah, I was
9.
I was
9 or 10.
yeah.
So I think I didn't play when it first came out because I didn't have a PlayStation when it first came out. But I gotta be honest, even as a kid, I thought it was a little bit silly.
That's,
After playing Final Fantasy VI, where everything was awesome,
I hadn't played 6. This was probably the first Final Fantasy I ever played all the way through. I played 4 when I was very young. I didn't get it because I was like too young for it. But anyway, here we go.
I will say this though, this whole opening thing is like my favorite part of the game.
It is really cool.
The escape from Midgar is the shit.
Yeah, it's really fun. There's stuff that this game does right. I mean,
The bombing run music is also
Yeah.
like boner-inducing.
This is the most exciting part of the game, where we set our message speed and battle
To
speed.
super-de-duper fast.
For those of you at home, I am going to skip through these messages as fast as I read them, which is very fast. So if you really feel like reading these things, I guess you could pause the video, but let's be honest, you don't even need to do that.
Odds are you know the story of this game,
Like,
where,
if you've never seen this game before in your life, and you're
Ugh.
like, I want an accurate depiction of this game, you're in the wrong place. Like, we are going to rush through this thing as fast as humanly possible. We're not doing optional bosses.
we're not getting ultimate weapons.
I don't know if I'm getting Vincent. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to get him.
We kinda gotta get Vincent. He's just a gold mine of comedy.
Really.
We can do the whole quest you have to do to get him off screen if you want. And then
yeah.
start a video right when we get him.
That's another deal. I don't think we've decided how we're... Get the potion. Come on. I guess I picked... Okay.
So, I guess in this game, your main character is Cloud Strife, and he's like a representative for like a hairspray company or something.
Yeah, we're selling hairspray to this company.
I mean, dude, if I were
I
someone,
don't know why you're calling him Cloud. That's his name.
I guess we can call him Dick Butt.
Dick Butt it is. Alright. Is that with a capital B? I don't
No, it's with a lowercase b.
Okay.
It's a compound word.
Gotcha, okay.
You know, funny story about naming things like this. Last night when I started League of Legends, actually, Ian and I are working on Final Fantasy X, kind of, like, sort of. We recorded a couple episodes.
He's cheating on me, is what he's trying to
Yeah,
do right now.
and she named Tidus Assgash. Dude, no, let me do this one.
Alright. James has the...
Okay, what I want to do is not going to fit, so... I got it. No, oh, yeah. You know what really throws me off about this game?
What?
Circle being the thing that activates
Yeah, that's
stuff.
it. The games after that would switch it.
They do, and it always throws me off. Afro Troid, because he looks. That's.
We can do Black Metroid. It just needs to be like BLK.
Fuck.
What are you doing?
Listen, this whole thing.
This is the hardest part of the game, by the way.
For me, yeah.
This game is.
For me, it really is.
The difficulty level takes a very steep curve at this point when you have to name Barrett. So many people have thrown their controller into the screen.
Black
in frustration.
Metroid.
Yes, because he's black.
And he looks like Metroid.
And he has a gun on his arm like Metroid.
Oh, it's not...
No!
It's one letter short!
Is that... There's really no more? Hit I. I swear there's one, like, hidden there. No!
Oh!
Oh, just... I don't know. I don't want to play anymore, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Everything is fucking miserable. Whatever, we're just gonna call him Black Troid.
Black Troid, do it.
God.
Afro Troid was pretty good. Was Afro Troid gonna fit?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, do Afro Troid. I'm sorry. I interrupted your plan. You knew it was right to begin with.
Yeah,
Clearly you should be playing this game. I'm just gonna get up and go.
I usually do know what's right to begin with. God, what was I gonna say? I also kind of wanted to name him Mega Black Man, but that's not gonna fit.
Mega Black Man. Because he has a gun on his arm. Mega Man.
Yeah.
Afro Troid. Oh god.
Alright.
Why are we
back to Bill.
Terrible. If you push the directional button while pushing the cancel button to run, earlier marked X. This is why I insisted on playing the PS1 version, because there's just some terrible translation errors. We
actually borrowed a friend of ours, Dazzle.
Yeah.
This is the first time using a USB-based capture card for me, and setting it up was a real bastard. They do not have efficient drivers made for Windows 7, and yeah, it was a trip. Random battle system!
Yeah. This is the PlayStation Final Fantasy that actually gets you into the battle rather quickly. Both 8 and 9 have this, like...
Yeah, they have these, like, camera angles that shift.
And that's just because it takes that long to load it.
I'll be honest, that's one thing this game has going for it over 8 and 9. Even though I actually haven't played 9, and I really want to.
9 is fun. It suffered from the fact that it was sort of like an anniversary game for Final Fantasy, and they were just trying to cram so many, like...
references
and references into it. And at that point, the story is just kind of does things that you don't really need it to do. Like, they just explore all these, like, plot lines and stuff that, like, just have no relevance and everything. Like,
right. I mean, that's fine with me, because I don't play Final Fantasy games for their story.
Which is fair. Which is, like, the gameplay-wise, though, it also suffers some stuff. Like, the main system is you equip armor to get through the door. You equip armor to learn abilities, which gets you into this point sometimes where you just have to wear this weaker piece of armor to learn an ability you want, which isn't terrible, but, like, I don't know. There's been better systems made. And the loading times are just abysmal for it. Alright, Afro Troy. Oh, that's not Afro Troy, that's Jesse. I can't even see. Alright. Now, Cloud is going to have to explain why we're here. We're going down the elevator. No, this is...
We're having a slight change here for a second.
Cover it. No one's gonna know.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Afro Troy Beat is actually very green. He cares about the planet very much, about self-preservation of life, and is really mad that Dick Butt does not share his passion for such. Look at him. Look how mad he is. He's shaking that gun. This is also the This is also the only the only PlayStation Final Fantasy where the characters still walk inside of you. 8 would have them following you around. In 9 they disappear, but you don't actually see the action of when they literally just walk inside of you when they're done talking to you.
I've returned!
Yay!
And I brought pizza.
I covered it so well, don't
God,
even worry.
Did you do my voice?
Yes.
Because Bill's been working on this impression of me.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Where all he does is spew obscenities.
Fuck, dick butt, fuck.
I hate fun.
Final Fantasy VII's the best game ever made.
He said it, folks. He said it.
I got it. It's on camera now.
Oh God.
What am I gonna
Why
do?
would you admit that to the internet? All right, we're gonna pick up the speed here a little bit.
The name.
I know.
Oh, so don't worry, guys. We don't plan on showing you too much of the grinding.
Right. Yeah.
Although I have a feeling that Bill is so good at this game that we're not going to actually have to grind too much.
So. I haven't played this game since high school, which was like 17 years ago at this point.
Oh my God. Oh, dude, don't talk about how long ago high school was.
I played it.
Dude, do you know how long the first time I played this game I was stuck there?
Do you know? Yeah, I couldn't talk to her because I didn't know I could pick up that potion.
I was sitting there.
Retarded.
I was sitting there like, what do I? You know, I'm not a big fan of like hand holding in games, but it would be nice if a button was like, hey, you can hit A here to jump on the ladder.
Yeah. Well, she explains that to you before you jump down.
Oh.
Yeah, you just can't read.
Do you ever find that disorienting about video games?
What?
When characters tell you to press a button.
Yes, I hate it very much, and I also hate it when they say the buttons. Like if you're playing a GameCube game and
with
the
voice acting.
Like, hey, press A twice. What? What? Is that like on my gun? Like
voice acting with like them telling you what buttons to press is really weird to me.
It is. It's so disturbing, and I mean, I guess I see why they're doing it, but where were we? Oh, I haven't played this since high school because the last time I played it, I decided I'm gonna play Final Fantasy VII for the last time.
And here we are.
I capped out the clock. It's at 99 hours. The 3 characters I use, I maxed all their stats. I did everything, and
you only did it on the 3 characters you used?
Yeah.
You didn't finish it.
Fuck you. I did pretty good, man. And we're gonna take our first save here. We're gonna be saving quite a bit because though I am of the firm belief that come on, memory card. I have the firm belief that you cannot die in Final Fantasy VII. I'm still afraid of it.
We're also going to be saving in 2 separate files. Because one time when I was a kid, I played Final Fantasy VIII, and I got a corrupted file like 15 hours in, and it's given me the phobia.
Ruins your day. Can't do it. Oh, these guys. You can steal a really good gun for Afrotroid from this thing, but you can't steal yet. Like, you have to have, like, Game Shark to do it. I've never known why that gun's there. I did a lot of dumb stuff.
What, you have to have fucking Yuffie or whatever?
No, the steel materia. Everything, all abilities in this game are through materia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's another one of the problems. That's one of the things about the gameplay of this game I don't like. It continues a habit that's 6 set up, and all the characters are clones of each other at the end, only differentiated by their limit breaks. Like, it's like everyone can use magic, you can get everyone's stats up. Where 6 actually had the characters have their own unique ability on top of it, like Edgar and his tools.
Right.
But this game is just
Locke was a thief.
Like, yeah. They still kept the classes to an extent where this one was just like, nope, we're all clones.
Well,
and 8 would do that as
certain
well.
characters still specialized, didn't they?
No. I mean, like, Yuffie, like, starts with the steel materia, I think. Oh, I should have equipped that. Actually, I don't think I can yet.
Dude, people are gonna hate that. Give them at least a second to read.
I do. We got schedule. Huh? Okay, there. What's wrong, Dick Butt? Hurry it up.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna pretend I'm cutting myself.
Oh, this is good. This fight. Let me tell you why I lost this fight so much when I was younger. You'll see it.
Is it because you're fighting a pump?
What are you talking about?
That fucking thing you turned.
Oh.
Is that the boss battle? You
Yeah.
trying really hard to turn it, but
Dude,
you're really
no.
weak.
Later in the game, where you have to give that chick CPR, I can't do it. I fucking can't do it.
You know what's funny?
It's like 25 tries.
I'm bad at that.
Yeah,
Have you ever played Hotel Dusk for the DS?
I have not.
There's a part near the end of that game where you have to, like, close the DS to give a chick CPR.
Okay.
Like, you close it to... You have to close it, like, in a rhythm.
there you go.
Open and close it in a rhythm to, like, simulate the pump.
Yeah.
And then you have to blow into the mic. And I'm like... I'm sitting in class. Like, I shouldn't have been...
Is this what I want? No, it's not. Sorry.
I shouldn't have been playing the DS to begin with. I understand that, but
Right,
it was
right.
a boring. It was a boring. It was like the last day before finals in like Western humanities.
They like.
So I knew what I was doing already, and I'm like, I'm just gonna play some Hotel Dusk and finish this game. And then I'm like, I can't do this right now.
They've designed games so you can't play them in class anymore because it's a yell things. Okay, this. Let me show you what he says. Afrobutt. Oh god, it went so fast. He said, Afrobutt, attack while the tail's up. He's gonna counter with his laser. What they were trying to say in the terrible translation was, if you, oh, I'm doing it again. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, he's gonna kill me. I was not thinking, oh god, we're gonna die. Oh shit.
Really? Like we're gonna die here?
I'm pretty sure we're gonna die.
We're literally gonna die here.
I'm really sorry, guys. Damn
Wow! Seriously,
it. As I
Phil?
was explaining not to do that.
Off to a great start.
Anyway, that part is mistranslated. It's supposed to say, if you attack while the tail's up, he's going to counter with his laser. But he says to you, attack while the tail's up. He's going to counter with his laser.
Well-
which makes you think you have to stop that from happening.
So does that mean that we were gonna blame the game for that one?
No, that means we're gonna blame Bill's inability to multitask while talking because I was just hitting them.
All right, so I guess starting here, we're just gonna edit out,
Yeah.
and we'll start back when you get to the boss again. And we're back.
Hey!
So luckily that save wasn't too long ago.
So this is gonna be the first time fighting this boss. I've never seen this boss before in my life. If you heard something about me dying on this boss, you're wrong. You were lied to.
They watched it on camera.
The camera lied. Do you believe everything you see on TV?
Yes.
Okay. Shit. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Alright, this is a mechanical enemy in Final Fantasy games, so it is weak against electricity. So Dick Butt's gonna harness his elemental powers and fry the thing's circuits. Oh, these are limit breaks. That's become a Final Fantasy thing since 6.
Yep.
6, they were pretty difficult to use. You never really saw much of them. This game, like, gave them, like, a meter and stuff. And that was continued in 8, where it just happened when you were low on health, making the most easy-to-abuse limit break system ever created.
Yep.
It's pretty hilarious.
I like the limit breaks in 10, where you have to like do certain things, like hit a certain button combination, stop the cursor at a certain time.
Yeah, they're really good. I think he's about to... Yep. So we're not gonna kill ourselves this time.
That's probably... it's gonna counterattack with its dick.
It is. Which Dick Butt is not prepared for.
He usually isn't.
And now we're done with that. We can go back to whatever we're doing.
What a dumb mechanic!
Yeah, like...
Nothing is fun about a mechanic that tells you don't play the game.
Well, it tells you do play the game, but you're not
Okay.
supposed to play the game. I think they did fix that in the PC version. I think that's like one of the things I looked for.
It's probably something they fixed in future like releases too, like
Yeah.
PS1 and Final Fantasy VII on like the PSN for PlayStation Portable and PlayStation 3.
Yeah,
Man, that was just hard. I don't know how we got through that.
I know. It's
I also don't know
Shut
how
up.
Cloud's fucking skinny ass
Dick butt.
chicken arms.
Who's Cloud?
I don't know how Dick Butt's skinny ass chicken arms are spinning that sword
Oh
around.
god, he performed some incredible feats of strength throughout this game. Like, and I could give you a nerdy answer, but we're just gonna leave it at that.
I think you probably should leave it at that.
Yeah, alright, we're gonna get out of this. We're Metroid style right now. Appropriate, because Afrotroid is with us. We have completed the first mission, and now there is a timer, because everything self-destructs
So-
in Metroid.
Do you ever, when you're playing RPGs without voice acting, do you ever like assign voices to the characters that you
Yeah.
hear in your head?
Most
Because
of them sound like this, though.
I always hear Afrotroid's voice in a mix between like Fat Albert and Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm okay with that.
Hey!
If you watch Advent Children, you'll discover that you are not far off. Here's a trick. Try to run away really quick, turns you around, you don't take extra damage.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I also haven't seen Advent Children because I actually enjoy...
Yeah, don't watch Advent Children. Don't take what I said as a reason to watch Advent Children.
Just YouTube a clip with Barrett in it so I can
Yeah.
learn.
Unfortunately, though, Dick Butt is still in the back row, so he's gonna do like half damage right now. Unless he crits.
Cloud is voiced by Orlando Bloom in my head.
Yeah. All right, I can see that.
Yuffie is Angelina Jolie. Or not
Really?
Yuffie, Tifa
Okay,
is
there
Angelina
you go.
Jolie. Vincent is voiced by Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, that's gonna be.
You're
good.
tearing me apart, Lisa!
Lucrecia!
You're tearing me apart, Lucrecia! It works so well!
Why are these things attacking me? I could run through these battles if I want, but if you want to make it through this game, like,
You gotta level up.
well, yeah, if you run from battles a lot, you're not gonna have the levels to do what you want to do.
You know what my problem with turn-based RPGs like this always is, and it happens in everything
What's that?
from Final Fantasy to Pokemon, is I'm pretty good at strategizing.
Mhm.
Like, I've always been really good at, like, turn-based strategy games and real-time strategy games. So I can always compensate for a really low level
Right.
by, out-strategizing a fight. And eventually, I just get to a point where I'm, like, 25 levels behind, and I have to go grind.
Yeah, that's become a problem with me before, too.
It really happened really bad in Final Fantasy 13. Which that game's not very good. I don't really recommend anyone play it. I actually really liked the battle system, which is what kept me
The
going.
battle system was fun.
But I can understand that people not wanting to put up with just a cool battle
Just
system for like
press the
40
down
hours.
button and I'm going up. What the hell, game? Sorry.
It looks like you didn't even change anything. I guess you were in an elevator,
Yeah.
so I guess that's fair.
We'll let that one go. Oh, this
Uh,
is confusing because you have to talk to the opposite people to get them to open the door.
yeah.
Game is hard.
So anyway, I got to this point where bosses were starting to put Doom on me, and I was like, well, that's fine. I guess that's just their mechanic. It turned out they put Doom on you because you let the fight last too long,
Yes, that's what
which
happened.
is a normal mechanic in Final Fantasy games that I hadn't run into yet. So I did some Googling and found out that that game doesn't really have traditional leveling. It kind of has the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X, but in a different kind of way with
right.
the Crystarium.
It's much more 3D and cool looking.
It's also much more linear with less
Yeah.
customization. But I got to that. I got to Google and I was like, all right, well, let's see how far behind I am with Crystarium trees. Suffice it to say, I had to grind for like 5 or 6 hours to catch up to where I was supposed to be. Luckily, I found a tunnel that I could just run up and down and
Yeah.
kill these bombs over and over by just like basically holding down A.
That was a cool cinematic.
Yeah.
The graphics, the graphics and the cinematics in this game are pretty good.
Yeah, they're
I mean-
top notch for PlayStation 1, especially in '97.
Yeah.
Like, compare those cinematics to what you were seeing in like Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, Ocarina of Time looks better than this
Right.
because this looks like fucking SquareSoft decided to like strike up a deal with Lego.
Yeah. If you don't know, the style they're going for with these characters is the Final Fantasy VI style, which did not translate well into 3D.
Not at this point.
No.
It translated really well in 9.
Yeah, they did a lot better in 9. They knew what they were doing more at that point, but like they just... Hey!
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm having an awkward moment with my big black best friend.
He has no mouth, and you just see the eyes like you do in 6, and it just...
It's kind of it's just the blockiness.
Yeah,
Like they
my
literally
hands are
look
bricks.
They literally look like they're made of Legos. I can deal with polygons, but at least try to make them look like something.
Right.
So, I'm thinking after this, this cutscene's a pretty good place to call this
we should
episode.
probably take a break here, yeah.
This is the flower girl
Yeah.
who, spoiler alert,
Um,
really likes to listen to Bon Jovi.
yep. That's something we'll learn. It's actually, lesser known fact, Bon Jovi actually did the music for this game. Not many people know that. And I'm gonna buy a flower from her because this game also has that situation where you can earn points with the female characters and go on a date with one of them. Or, oh no, you can go on a date with Afrotroid. I want to make that happen. I don't remember how to do it, though. Where the fuck do I go?
I actually didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, there's a dating
So-
scene later in the game. We can get, like, one of...
Anyway,
I think we're gonna call this...
we're gonna
video.
call it here. Join us next time when we, dress up like a lady and escape from Midgar.